Hello friends, welcome to the first lecture on air pollution and solid waste management. So this is an elective subject in the 7th semester and today we will see the introductory part. Before starting I would like to introduce myself. I am Professor Amey Khedikar, working as assistant professor in the Department of Civil Engineering at Tulsi Ramji Gaikwad Patil College of Engineering and Technology, Nagpur. So in the air pollution and solid waste management, this is actually an elective, and today we will see the introduction to air pollution, definition of air pollution, episodes, atmosphere and its zone. So before actually starting, if we could able to go to see the syllabus, we can see the total 6 units are there, in which the examination is of 80 marks, 20 marks is of internals, then 6 units, and the reference books I am using is M.N. Rao and H.N. Rao. So I recommend you also to use the reference book for the studies. Alright, so before actually starting, I just want to give the small brief introduction of this air pollution. Is that it is the situation in which the outer ambient atmosphere contains material in concentration which are harmful to man and its environment. So this is the brief abstract regarding the air pollution, and before actually starting I would like to show you some photographs so that I can grab your attention to the topic. This is the aggravated air pollution industry, then one of the image showing the smoke which is releasing from the chimneys. Then transportation is one of the major cause of the air pollution in India, across the globe, not in India. So what it is actually, the atmosphere is a dynamic system that continuously absorbs a wide range of solid, liquids and gases from both natural and man-made sources. These substances travel through air, water or soil, reacts with one another and with other substances, either physically or chemically. The portion of the substance which interacts with the environment to cause toxicity, diseases, aesthetics, distress and psychological effects or environmental decay has been labeled by man as pollution. Today, India occupies 7th place among the industrialized developing countries of the world, is provided with a good industrial infrastructure in several industries like chemicals, power, nuclear energy, food, petroleum, pesticides and plastic etc. A rapid progress in atomic and nuclear energy has added a huge amount of radioactive substances in the atmosphere. A number of industrial influence and emissions, especially toxic gases, are spread into the air daily. Thus the environment is deteriorated to such an extent that is crossed the critical limit and has become lethal to all the life on the earth. The exactly air pollution. See, basically any visible, as you can see on the slide, any visible or invisible particle or gas found in air that is not part of the original normal composition. Alright, so you can see natural forest fire, pollen dust, storm, unnatural man-made coal, wooden and other fuel used in the cars, home and factories for energy may cause the air pollution, that may pollute the air. Transportation also. Now how it is measured? First of all, there is a quality index whether the pollutants level in many cause health corners range from 0 least concern to 500 greatest concern. You can see the table which shows the air quality index, in the table you can see the range from 0 to 300. From 0 to 50, that means no health impacts are expected when the quality is in the range. Then air quality index is between from 51 to 100. You can say unusually sensitive people should consider limiting prolonged outdoor extension. Then 101 to 150, active children and adults may affected, and people with respiratory diseases such as asthma should limit prolonged outdoor extension. Then 151 to 200, it may be too unhealthy because active children, adults and people with respiratory diseases along with the asthma should limit prolonged door extension. Everyone else, especially children, should limit prolonged outdoor extension. And from 200 onwards to 300, it is alarming situation and alert for all of us, those who are having respiratory disorder and all. It will be a highly dangerous one. Now you can see on the slide that there are 5 major pollutants such as carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, then particulate matter and ground level ozone. Now according to Indian Standard Institution IS 4167 1996 edition, air pollution is the presence of substances in ambient atmosphere generally resulting from an activity of a man in sufficient concentration and sufficient time which interferes significantly with the comfort, health or wealth of person or with the use of enjoyment property. So these are the 5 major pollutants. Now carbon monoxide, it's colorless and odorless, produced when carbon does not burn in fossil fuel. It produced when and present in car exhaust, derives body of CO2 causing headache, fatigue and impaired vision. This is all about the characteristics of or features of carbon monoxide. Then sulfur dioxide, you can say produced when coal and fuel oil are burned, present in power plant exhaust. Then narrows the airways causing freezing and shortening of breath, especially in those with having respiratory disorder like asthma. Then nitrogen dioxide, you can see reddish brown gas produced when nitric dioxide combines with oxygen in atmosphere, present in car exhaust and power plants, affects lung and cause wheezing, increases chance of respiratory infections, very dangerous. Then particular matters like particles of different sizes and structures that are released into the atmosphere, present in many sources including fossil fuel, dust, smoke, fog, etc., can build up in respiratory system, aggravates heart and lung disease, increase risk of respiratory infection. Now ground level ozone. At upper level, ozone shields Earth from sun's harmful UV rays. It protects us. At ground level, ozone is harmful pollutant from car, power and chemical plant exhaust, irritate respiratory system and asthma, reduces lung infection by inflaming and damaging lining lungs.